Thank you very much for still staying with us on the morning show. Today is right about time for the front burner on the show. And today, the topic is the EFCC and the corruption fight beyond the optics. We have in the studio joining us right now is Dele Oyewale, the head of media and publicity of that anti-graft agency. Oyewale, sorry, please, pardon me, Oyewale, right. Now, the fight against corruption has long been a central theme in Nigeria's governance. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC, created in 2003, has become the face of this battle. But critics argue that while the agency makes big headlines with high-profile arrests, its actual impact in reducing systemic corruption remains questionable. At the same time, concerns linger about its independence, whether it's truly free from political interference or whether prosecutions are sometimes targeted. Now, as Nigeria seeks lasting solution to its fight against corruption, the question is whether the EFCC can reform itself and embrace innovative tools like technology-driven investigations and youth-led advocacy to go beyond optics into real impact. This will be our focus today on the front burner. Let's take a quick look at our talking points. Our first talking point today is measuring the real impact beyond arrests and media headlines. How effective has the EFCC been in securing convictions, recovering stolen assets, and deterring systemic corruption? Our second talking point is the independence and credibility of the anti-graft agency. Can the EFCC truly operate free from political influence? And what safeguards exist to prevent it from being used as a political tool? Our third talking point, of course, is the future-focused reform. How is the EFCC innovating through technology, youth engagement, and systemic reforms to shift from reactive prosecution to preventive prosecution, sustainable anti-corruption strategies? Like I did say, we have Mr. Dele Oyewale. He's the head of media and publicity of the EFCC. Thank you very much, Mr. Dele Oyewale, for joining us.
Yes,
good morning. Thank you so much.
Good morning, Nigeria.
Good morning, Nigeria. All right, right. So we've talked about our first talking point. Over the years, the EFCC has arrested governors, CEOs, and even ordinary citizens. But critics say the real measure isn't in arrests, is in conviction, asset recovery, and whether corruption has indeed reduced. And Nigeria is actually seeing results or just headlines. First, we went to the streets and we wanted to listen to what the people on the streets have to say about the anti-graft agency and the war against corruption. Let's take that soundbite and then we'll be right back.
I think EFCC is trying, but in some ways they are not fighting. It's not a fair fight because most times they choose who they go after. Most times the rich and the powerful are still there stealing and from us. Why they most times shows the young so-called Yahoo boys online. Most times they always come online showing their achievement and everything, but we don't see the money they are always collecting. It's not working on for us. The biggest obstacle stopping EFCC from tackling corruption is actually politics. Because if they can single-handedly work on their own independently, I think corruption will reduce in the country.
To the best of my knowledge, I think the FCC, the image and the reputation that the FCC had stopped at New Rivadu. After New Rivadu, I don't think the FCC has been working clearly for the benefit of this country. The FCC is just after the Yahoo boys and people on the streets, not going after the people taking billions from the government. The FCC is just after the Yahoo, and the money being recovering, I don't think it's going back to the cover of the government. I don't think so.
I think EFCC is trying, but in some ways they are not fighting. It's not a fair fight because most times they choose who they go after. Most times the rich and the powerful are still there stealing and from us. Why they most times shows the young so-called Yahoo boys online. Most times they always come online showing their achievement and everything, but we don't see the money they are always collecting. It's not working on for us. The biggest obstacle stopping EFCC from tackling corruption is actually politics. Because if they can single-handedly work on their own independently, I think corruption will reduce in the country.
To the best of my knowledge, EFCC, um, the image and the reputation that the EFCC had stopped at New Rivadu. After New Rivadu, I don't think the EFCC has been working fairly for the benefit of this country. The EFCC is just after the Yahoo boys and people on the streets, not going after the people taking billions from the government. The EFCC is just after the Yahoo, and the money being recovering, I don't think it's going back to the cover of the government. I don't think so. The people in power, the government in power, are the ones controlling and then removing the EFCC.
Mr. Yewale, we were having a conversation while the Vox Pop was on. You heard what they said, that you're not going after the high-profile cases, you're after Yahoo boys, the money you recovered. These are things, you know, that we plan to discuss in the course of the show. Now, my first question to you will be that beyond the high-profile arrests we often see on TV, how do we measure the EFCC's true effectiveness?
Let me first of all appreciate this medium for offering us this opportunity. But I will like to quickly say that but for the Economic and Financial Crime Commission in Nigeria, we will have found ourselves in a very, very terrible mess. The problem of corruption, the enormity of the problem, you know, that the country is faced with, will have been worse. I doubt whether we will have even had any economy. It's just like this. You have a problem as monumental, you know, like the size of a mountain. And you have an agency that is trying to break the trouble serially, systematically, steadily into pieces. Now, just imagine what happened in 2003 when the Economic and Financial Crime Commission came on board. Nigeria already was on the grey list of the Financial Action Task Force as one of those countries that are classified as non-cooperating territories and entities in the fight against money laundering and all of those different kinds of economic and financial crimes. And the commission came step by step, blow by blow. In 22 years, we have a record conviction of well over 17,000. Don't forget that there have been no conviction of any form of economic and financial crime in Nigeria before the EFCC came. So in 22 years, we have an agency that had a conviction rate of well over 17,000. Just last year alone, we had a conviction rate of 4,111.
How well spread?
Meaning that 4,111 economic and financial fraudsters went to jail.
How well spread have these
And
convictions
yes,
been?
they are
high profile or just like
they are well spread.
Great.
They are well spread. Let me tell you, the reason why people are saying EFCC is always about Yahoo, is always about internet fraudster, it is because internet fraud trouble in Nigeria has become a pandemic. It has become a pandemic. Everywhere you go, every street you turn, you see the enormity of this problem. Now, if you have a typology or a type of financial crime that is as pervasive as we have it with internet fraud, and the commission is racing against these people to bring in sanity, you expect that the rate of arrest, the rate of conviction will be higher. It is because of the pervasiveness of this crime. Our youth no longer want to work. They are looking for shortcuts. They are looking for ways and means into quick work. And we are saying that we have to return them to sanity. We have to return them to productivity. We have to return them to what they should rightfully be doing. And it is all over the country. You know, formerly it used to be in the south, but in the north now, in Bauchi, in Gombe, in Maiduguri, in Kaduna, everywhere, you have this trouble of internet fraud. So the reason why the commission is really, I think we should even commend the commission for identifying a problem. What is wisdom? Wisdom is ability to identify a problem before it becomes an emergency. I tell you that, but for what this commission is doing, we will have got into a situation whereby we will have totally lost our youth.
Okay, so let me before I throw you to Lagos, pardon my choice of words, our Lagos studio is standing by to also ask you a question. I'm very much interested in the systemic level of your fight against corruption.
Yeah.
Has your commission been able to deter corruption at the systemic level, or are we simply recycling the same issues?
We are not recycling the same issue. What the administration of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is doing is a systemic fight against corruption. What do I mean? Look at the Nigerian Education Loan Trust Fund, NEF Fund. The government came and said, look, we cannot, why all these our youth, why are they involved in internet fraud and all of that?
Yeah.
Many of them say, it's because I cannot pay school fees, it is because I cannot go to school, it is because my parents are very poor, it is because we find ourselves in a vulnerable situation, so we have to help ourselves. And the government came and said, no, we are going to be giving you student loan so that you can go to school. That is a systemic way of addressing the need. Now, the same government now say, okay, we are going to institute the credit corp. That is the credit corporation of Nigeria, so that a civil servant can get loan, I mean, at a single digit. And this is a systemic way of saying, no, you need not to help yourself, we will help you. Now, today, the credit corp, go and ask civil servant the kind of opportunity that they have with credit corp. And the seed capital for credit corp, the seed capital for NEF fund, came from the recovery from the process of crime. The 50 billion that was used, to flag off NEF fund, came from the process of crime that the EFCC recovered. Another 50 billion that was used to start a credit card came from the same recovery process of crime. What we got from people that stole money.
So I'm concerned that Nigerians are not aware of this.
That is why we are having this conversation.
Yeah, and
that is why we will have more conversation, because we need to understand the fact that if you have a commission that is trying to bring sanity into the system,
right,
in a way that is consistent, in a very professional way, then I think we need to commend it, because systemically now, by now students now have access to loan.
Right.
You need not to go into the internet to impersonate people, to defraud people, to do all manner of things that they are doing. You need money for your education. There are opportunities.
All right. So let me bring Angel Gemalo on. I'm sure she can't wait to ask you the next question. We're still on our talking point, and the third question. Angel, so you have Mr. Oyewale, the EFCC spokesperson is right in front of you. Angel, grill him.
I'm here.
Let's not do too much.
I'm
Hello,
here. I'm
Mr.
here.
Oyewale. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Good morning.
I can see you. Thank you so much for good morning, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm so glad you're here, because I have 1,001 questions for EFCC. But let's look at your prosecutorial strength. So what does the conviction to arrest ratio tell us about this strength? This is your prosecutorial strength that you have.
Yeah, you see, our arrest and conviction figure, as monumental as they are, only point to one. Has become a pandemic. If in 1 year 4,111 fraudsters were sent to jail, then it means that the rate at which people are going into economic and financial crime is worrisome. And the commission is trying to bring down, we are going everywhere, we are combing everywhere to bring sanity into the system. Now, all of these people, we took them to court. They were not convicted on trump-up charges. They were not convicted on emotional or sentimental appeals. They were found guilty by the court. It shows that, but for what the commission is doing, the problem will have been more terrible. People are saying that, look at it, we don't see what the EFCC is doing. If you have not faced the teeth of the wind, you will not know how cold it feels. Those who have issues with economic and financial crime, they know. Businesses that have been saved. A lot of things that are happening, people will collect money from other people for business. They will just do whatever they like with the money. They will bring themselves to the EFCC, and EFCC, through its professionalism, will help them in resolving it. So many things that are happening. You understand? So if we have a record conviction of 4,011 in 1 year, then it shows that all of these people, we are not picking them from the street. They are people that are involved in economic and financial crimes.
All right, we'll still go to the judicial aspect, but I want to go right into our second talking point. Angel, still stay with us. Now, we're looking at the independence and the credibility of your agency.
Yeah.
One of the biggest criticisms of the EFCC is credibility. Many believe it targets opposition politicians while protecting allies of the ruling government. And this has been over the year that any government in power uses your agency, to target opposition. Now, Nigerians often ask if the EFCC is truly independent. Can it investigate and prosecute without political interference?
Let me tell you the truth. All of these claims, all of these insinuations, they are just perception issues.
You think so?
Now, I will ask you. Yaya Bello, is he an opposition politician?
No, he's not, but he's just one case.
Very good. The issue of Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and all of that, all of those officials that the commission has issues with, and we are investigating them, we are still investigating them, are they opposition politicians?
No, they're not. But they're few.
No. Let's look at it. Let's look at these figures. You understand?
Yeah.
And there are many more that we may not, because of the sanctity of our investigation, that we may not even talk about.
Mr. Yowale.
So it is not true that the commission is only interested in opposition politicians. I will tell you why it is not true. These opposition politicians, is it that all the charges that the commission is preferring against them, is it that all these charges are trump-up charges?
Okay, so
are they not involved in one form of economic and financial crime?
Absolutely.
That's number one. Are we going to say that because somebody belongs to A party, B party, there are issues of criminality, there are issues of alleged fraudulent practice? We will not look into it so that people will not say that they are opposition party. Wait. Look at the political configuration of Nigeria.
Right.
Our political system is not cast in stone. There is fluidity of movement.
Right.
Today you are in one party here, tomorrow you are in another party, the day after you are in another party. So our politicians, you cannot say because the commission, we are not interested in political party. Someone that will be in one party today, tomorrow is in another party. We are interested in the substance. We are interested in the charges. We are interested in what our investigation is flagging.
All right, so now that you've brought up the issue of Yaya Bello, I'm happy you brought it up. And the issue of the humanitarian minister and all the people who were in government, like in the ruling party.
Yeah, these are all incontrovertible
absolutely,
facts.
I agree with you. But you see, Nigerians are asking questions, and I also want to ask you, why are these people not in jail now?
No, is it the job of the EFCC to put people in jail? All
right, so we're still going to the judicial
See, our job, we investigate, we prosecute, we prevent. Now, the task of adjudication, resolution of cases, is with the judiciary. We cannot be the accuser and the judge in our own matter.
Now, the corruption cases have dragged for so long. Like I just raised it now, some for over 10 years in Nigeria, in Nigerian courts. How is the EFCC working with the judiciary to fast-track these trials? Is there anything you can do? Because it's also part of giving your agency credibility.
Yeah, you see, we must give credit to the judiciary.
All right.
Do you know why? The operating environment, even for the judiciary, is an issue. Now, an average judge has maybe like 50, 60 cases, you know, to attend to. With our level of infrastructure, with our level of facilities. And they are trying their best. Now, if you go to our court, defense counsel, they have their own pyrotechnics. And it is, a judge will not say that you should not bring in your application. A single matter, a defense counsel will drag it from the trial court to the court of appeal, from the court of appeal to the Supreme Court, just one single issue. And the judge cannot say it is within his right. So the delay in the resolution of corruption cases is not the fault of the EFCC, and it's not the fault of the judiciary. It is just the natural course of how cases are resolved.
It's a systemic problem.
You understand? So we need to understand the fact that people are in a hurry. When they take somebody to court today, tomorrow they will jail him. Tomorrow, this fellow must be jailed. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
There are processes and procedures.
Good. I'm happy that you said that. But you have convicted 4,100 cases.
4,111 in 2024.
In 1 year.
In 1 year.
So that means that the court in some way, you know, worked in your favor.
The court is working in the favor, not just in the favor of EFCC, in the favor of Nigeria.
In the favor of Nigeria. So we're hoping that the court will also work in our favor regarding these high-profile cases that you mentioned. We are talking of Yaya Bello is still a free man on the street, and there's a heap of allegations, you know, leveled against him. The humanitarian minister is still there, and so many other people.
These are all cases. These are all cases in court, and you know we are not even allowed to talk about such cases. They are already in court.
I know.
In the legal parlance, they call it
subjugation
or something like a subjudice. Yeah. So we are not allowed to talk about them. They are before the court. Let the court come with their verdict.
Okay, so let the courts come with their verdict. The court has sentenced a lot of people to the prison, has sent people to jail. We are hoping that the court will also do what is right with these high-profile cases, because I know that there are lots of cases that came after Yaya Bello, that came after the humanitarian minister, and they are in jail now. Yeah. Right. So we hope the court does the same, does what is right, so we can have, you know, the boasting right. You can have the bragging rights that EFCC is being fair to all. Angel. Yeah, so you want to take up the next question?
Said I have 1,000 questions, but let's take it one at a time and hope that time will permit us to really drill Mr.
We need to hear Angel. We need
like
to hear
the real
you.
people.
Now,
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we hear you. Excellent.
Okay, I said, like I said, I have 1,001 questions, but I hope time will permit us to get some few that Nigerians will really want to hear about. So let's talk about being weaponized politically. You know, there's this question of loyalty. You have to be loyal to whoever that employed you or your boss. So there's Nigerians are skeptical about how you're being maybe politically weaponized. So what institutional safeguards should be put in place to protect the EFCC from being politically weaponized?
EFCC is not being politically weaponized. Nobody is interfering with what we do, I can assure you. Nobody is interfering with our work. If you have a matter, then you have a matter. It doesn't matter which side of the political divide you belong to. When there, you see, in resolution of criminal cases, all of these subjective things, all of these things that we are talking about, they don't have anything to do with cases. So, if you have done the crime, you will do the time. It doesn't matter whose horse is God. It doesn't matter which political divide or religious divide you find yourself. Because criminality has no gender, and criminality has nothing to do with political configuration. You understand? So the EFCC, nobody is interfering with the work that we do. I'm telling you. And it is to the credit of this administration. I'm telling you, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has the right political will to fight corruption. I'm telling you. We know the cases that we are investigating that have not even come to the public domain.
But he's also been accused of corruption.
Who is accusing the president of corruption? What has he done? What has the president done? Other than the fact that he has provided the rightful political environment for us to operate. I am telling you. So people just like to make insinuations that cannot be substantiated. All of the things that we are doing, I told you that the problem will have been worse than this. But for what the government is doing, what the EFCC is doing, the commission is being funded, the commission is encouraged, nobody is interfering with the work that we do, and we are getting results. It is in Nigeria that we have all of these insinuations that people are making. Internationally, our international development partners, they credit us. The FBI, the National Crime Agency in the UK, the South African Investigation Unit, and all of them, we work together. We do joint operations. They see everything, and they give us credit every day.
Angel,
I wish Nigerians will understand that if internationally the commission is respected, the commission is highly regarded. I don't know what we are talking about, political something. Do you know how many joint operations we have done with all of these people? So with impressive results.
People don't know. That's the thing I'm trying to tell you.
And that is why we are telling them, I'm here. And we are always, if I don't come out, my director will come out to tell Nigerians what we are doing.
Angel.
We see, Mr. Oyewale, people just need to see it because this is like the opinion of the people. I'm not the one speaking here. This is the
that the media should also play a better role in this regard.
But you can give credit to LN247. We cover your events, we use your stories, right? We give you the right publicity.
You do, but you can do better.
What do you want?
Yes, you can do better because all these people that are making this claim, let them bring out their facts.
That's why we brought you on set for you to
let them bring out their facts.
I think you guys need to do more. Right? You guys need to do more because there's just how
for people to see
so much we can do. Yeah, all this part you're reading on air now, are people aware that your rating globally is high? Are people aware that the money you recovered from people is what set up the TELF fund, the student loan?
But every day, by and by, we say this thing every day. We issue an average of 5 or 6 press releases every day. And we go round. We go round to let Nigerians know. We meet with professional groups, trade unions. We do town hall meetings. My chairman, Mr. Olukoyede, is a very hard-working person. And everywhere he goes, he tells Nigeria, this is what we are doing.
I don't think Nigerians are hearing you.
So the media needs to amplify. The media needs to amplify this better. Even to the grassroots, we need to penetrate the grassroots for Nigerians to know that there is an agency that is redeeming what will have been a monstrous trouble in this country.
That's what we are doing. Angel, do you have more questions before we go to our third talking point?
Okay, let's go to our third talking points because time is fast spent so that we can get more questions.
Just before we go there, right, I want to take you back to the issue of the judiciary, the courts. Would you advocate a special anti-corruption court to speed up these cases?
Well, if we have special courts dedicated to the resolution of corruption cases, I think it is better. But you see, let me tell you one other thing that Nigerians need to know. Because of the seriousness of the trouble of corruption and the concern of the judiciary, to resolve some of these issues, there are judges that are already designated as judges that are trying corruption cases. Really. For you to know that the judiciary is also very, very much involved, very, very much concerned about this issue. And by and by, we are making progress. We are making progress. I agree with you that the resolution of these cases could be faster.
Yeah.
You understand? But at the level that we are in, I don't think we are doing too badly.
Yeah.
I don't think we are doing too bad. It's just that, you cannot say that people should be clamped into detention, into jail, when all the judicial processes and procedures have not been followed. We have to follow the processes in the interest of justice.
Yeah, so yeah, that's you beating your chest there, and you know, you're bragging about your achievements. So
yes, yeah, we have something to. We have a very rich, very robust scorecard. Yeah, right. And they are all every day. It's everywhere.
Do you think Nigerians are happy with you?
Nigerians should be happy with us.
No, I mean, do you think they are?
I think they are.
Okay.
And the people who truly know what we are doing, they are happy with us. People that the commission has assisted, businesses that have been saved from all of the shenanigans of all of. You know, there's something we call business email compromise. Internet fraudsters, they will hack into the financial account of businesses, divert their money, steal their money, and render them prostrate. And you have a commission that is saying, no, we will not allow you to do this. And money that are stolen, we are bringing it back to businesses to reflate the economy. Such people are happy with us. The only people that are not happy with EFCC, they are the corrupt. They are people who have something that they are hiding. There are people that are running from pillar to post. There are people that we declare wanted and they remain wanted because they will not come to answer all the charges that we have against them.
I don't think so.
Those are the people that...
Because the people we spoke with on the street don't have any case with you.
Now, I listen to them now. The first point that you people did. One of them said that even the money they are recovering, we don't know where the money is going. I have told you where the money is going.
That's why I said most people don't know. So
they need to know. Yeah. We are not recovering to reloot. We are recovering to remit whatever is recovered into the appropriate government recovery account.
Okay. All right. We still have Mr. Dele Oyewale, the spokesperson, right, of the EFCC in the studio with us. And so far we'll be talking about the anti-graft agency's war against corruption. We're looking beyond the optics. We've looked at high-profile arrest. We've looked at Nigeria's rating globally in her fight against corruption. And we're going into our third talking point, which is a future-focused reform.
Yeah.
The technology is changing how financial crimes are committed and prosecuted, right? And this can affect the effectiveness of the EFCC. And beyond prosecution, there's the need for prevention, youth engagement, and systemic reform. Now, my first question will be that the EFCC is often reactive, waiting for crimes to happen before making arrests. And then you now come to LN247 and say, we have done this, we have arrested this,
no,
we have
it
done
is
this.
not so.
Now,
it is not so.
How can it move forward? I mean, how can it move towards prevention using technology like
it is
other
not
countries
so.
do?
It is not so. My senior colleague that is asking me all of these questions, she knows that we are engaging every stakeholder. Let me tell you, one important thing that the leadership of Mr. Olaukoyede has done is to identify the preventive framework, the preventive modality of fighting corruption as an important means of tackling the issue of corruption. Okay. When he came in, he said, look, we don't need to wait for the money to be stolen. And he went ahead to establish a department of fraud, risk assessment and control to track the movement of funds. As, for example, if a contractor is to handle a project and money is released, we now have a department that tracks the movement of the fund. If you want to divert the fund to a purpose that is not included in the contract term, you just receive a call from the EFCC.
So that's happening now, right?
I am telling you that, Oga, where is that money? Where is it going?
Really?
And we have been able to save quite humongous amount of money in prevention. Now, we are not waiting for people to steal the money, take it abroad, to fund their offshore account, and all of. We are no longer waiting. No, there is no opportunity to even steal again, because we have we are connected to the payment platform. When you are being paid, we are following you, and through that, we have been able to save the nation quite enormous amount of money. Now, at the level of our youth, we are engaging them. At the level of primary, secondary school students, we have what we call the integrity clause. We are forming them into club. We are sensitizing them. We are conscientizing them.
Catching them young.
We are catching them young. In fact, yearly we do the debate.
Yeah.
And you are even,
Yeah.
And you know,
Yeah.
we do this to raise their awareness, to build consciousness, to sensitize them and to conscientize them about the need not to join the bandwagon. At the level of higher institutions, we have the zero tolerance clause across all our institutions of higher learning. And what are we doing? Why are we doing this? To penetrate their fold,
Yeah.
to make them know that this is what corruption is all
Trying
about.
to break the cycle.
To break the
Yeah.
cycle, and we are doing it systemically, steadily, systematically.
Is it working?
It's working. It's working. I tell you, this problem would have been far, far worse than what we have on our hand, if not because of the preventive modality, the professionalism, and the insistence of the EFCC that we need not continue in the route that is not good for the nation. So, as far as the preventive modality is in place, we have a reform already, and not only that, we have an institution, we have a policy, we have a department in the EFCC that is addressing that. And this thing, our chairman, he instituted this about 2 years ago. Don't forget that it will be 2 years by October.
October, yes.
And the 2 years is like a decade. Because of the achievement, because of the volume of work, because of the scorecard, because of what everybody knows to be a new narrative in the fight against corruption. You understand? So, in terms of reform, we have it on ground already, and we are driving the reform steadily.
Okay, Angel, I know you can't wait to ask Mr. Iwale the next set of questions. Please go ahead.
Yes. All right. Thank you. So, Mr. Oyewale, thank you so far. We're trying to build confidence for Nigerians to really, really trust the EFCC, that EFCC is not just about those up there, that I can have a business problem and I can come to you. That's what I've gotten so far. So this is the AI age, the technology age. So what role can technology like digital tracking of assets, AI-powered monitoring of financial flows play in strengthening the fight against corruption? Because you've talked about your international affiliations, they are giving you awards and all. So are you really into technology, using digital tracking, not just manual information or maybe some informants out there? What role is technology playing in monitoring of financial flows too, and also
it is to
in
the
arrests
credit
that you
of
make?
Mr. Olaolukoyede that today the EFCC is sufficiently digitalized. There is digital innovation that is in place today. If you submit a petition, right from the point of submission of the petition, you don't need to worry yourself. On our computer, you can track the movement and the progress of your petition. You can know what has been done. You can know at what stage investigation is going. And we are employing cutting-edge technology in the investigation of cases, in the tracking of suspects. That's why EFCC will tell you that EFCC will get you anywhere, anytime. Right. We are not witches now. It is because of technology.
Maybe you are.
No, we are not. It's because of technology. We have a way of finding out what we need to find out. And artificial intelligence, yes, we are aware of the advent of AI, right. And our officers have been trained. You know, our officers have been trained across the world to be abreast of development in this respect. And, you know, we know that there is no way any anti-corruption agency anywhere in the world can make any progress without being in tune with the latest technology. Doing that, and we have our development partners across the world that are helping the commission in training our officers. We have an academy EFCC Academy, where 24-hour broad-based, fully integrated training is taking place in different areas. So we are not laid back. We are moving, because if you are not ahead of the fraudster that you are investigating, how will you be able to investigate them? Fraudsters are now become they are digitalized. Yeah. You understand? And we are several kilometers ahead of them, because we need to know for us to be able to investigate. And by the grace of God, we know, and we are still getting more knowledge.
Thank you.
Okay. Should I? Okay, that's okay. That's beautiful. I want to talk about, you talked about training of your officers, beautiful, so that, you know, they can be at par with their international counterparts. But let me look at the youth now, before we go to the question concerning the youth. You arrest a lot of youth in the society doing this. Is there anything you do for them other than, you know, you arrest and is there any sensitization, training, or, you know, you get a lot of money from, like you said, you get a lot of money and you invest it in like TED Fund that you talked about. Do you train the youth? Do you maybe get them to have some skills so that they do not? Because Lara was talking about you always waiting to arrest. But is there something that you do for these people? Because they are there, they don't have jobs. So I'm not making excuses for them, but some of these things lead them into these bad things that they do. So do you have a youth engagement forum where you can, you know, train them, get them some acquired skills so that they do not,
you know, I just spoke about integrity clubs, zero tolerance clubs, but I'm very, very happy to tell you that today we have the Cyber Crime Research Center, where youth can come and hone their skills. They can come and try their hands to make researches, how they can get into innovation, how they can develop apps, applications that are socially beneficial.
So you have that.
We have the Cyber Crime Research Center.
Is it free?
It's free.
So I can go there now.
You can go there and say, oh, I want to try my hands, I want to find out. We believe that there are alternatives to cybercrime. And what are these alternatives? Entrepreneurship, innovation, content creation, driving our youth and making sure that we get the best of their potentials. We are not just people that will just go, we are interested in the future of our youth. That's why we are saying they need not go through the route of criminality. So the Cybercrime Research Center is an avenue, is a potent opportunity for youth to develop themselves, to their latent potential, to bring them out. Don't forget that the mandate of the EFCC, we have the Ministry of Youth and Development and all of that, but we know that aside the fact that these people, they are arrested, they are convicted and all of that, we can offer them alternatives. And that is the basis for the Cybercrime Research Center. It is still being developed. You understand? We have a new academy now that we are building, and the Cybercrime Research Center is an important component of that academy, where youth can come. Some of them that are already convicted, we can redirect them. We can reintegrate them. Those that are not yet convicted, that we feel that we can bring the best out of them, we take them to the cybercrime, we develop this app, do this thing, and it will be in the overall interest of the nation. So we have a development program, reform program, that will redirect the energy, the focus, that will redirect the burning passion of our youth for development, that will redirect them, and that will make sure that they get the best out of their talent and their potentials in the overall interest of the nation.
Right. So is this your strategy of integrating a new culture of integrity rather than fear?
It's a new culture of integrity. We believe that integrity is not attained by preachment. Integrity is not attained by coercion. Integrity can only be attained by empowerment, by conscientization, by sensitization, by offering alternative to people. It is not enough for you to say don't steal. Don't create opportunity for stealing. Give them opportunity to do something that will be in the best interest of the society. So we are preaching a new culture of integrity for our youth and for every Nigerian. That it is only by following that route that we can develop our nation. When they are arrested, we talk to them. In fact, we have a program where we go to the cell. Yeah. Our enlightenment and reorientation unit. Our officers, they go to the cell to talk to the youth. Why are you involved in this?
That's those that have been convicted.
Those that are even arrested.
Wow.
We not only arrest them, we talk to them. We go to the unit, we go to the cell, and we talk to them one by one. We sit with them. So it is not enough. People who don't know what we are doing, they are the people that will say, EFCC a demon, EFCC this. No. EFCC is an angelic institution.
Really?
Yeah. Because most of the things that we do, we are risking our lives. Do you know that the fight against corruption is about the most dangerous thing to do in a country like Nigeria? We put our life on the line,
okay,
to ensure that the nation gets better.
Yeah, good. And that's your job. That's what you're paid to do, yeah. Right? And I'm happy with all that you've said. Let me talk on one issue that I'm sure a lot of people will be waiting for me to talk about before we attempt to wrap up. There have been cases where your commission, your officers will barge into people's homes, break down their doors in the middle of the night. You've seen videos of, that's one on your screen, that help me, the EFCC is at my gate, without notice, without any warrant. And you just come to people's homes in the midnight, and you know your officers. Is this an excessive form of implementation or arrest, or what exactly is going on? Nigerians are concerned about this.
Well, let me clear the air on this issue.
Mm-hmm.
An average EFCC operative is not a marauder. It's not a terrorist. It's not a thief. Because only thieves break into people's houses and break their doors and break everything. Right. Whenever we go for an operation, normally we are going to offer you, when we are in your neighborhood, we will introduce ourselves. Oh, we are from the EFCC. We want to carry out an operation here. Many times, you see Nigerians who are not abiding, they will open their doors.
They grant you access.
They grant us access. If you are granted access, why will you need to break a door?
Okay.
Now, do you know that the Administration of Criminal Justice Act empowers law enforcement agencies, including the EFCC, to even remove the roof of a house?
I'm aware.
You are aware.
Yeah.
If you are denied access. And many times all of these issues of people breaking into doors and whatever, there are people who will not readily want the operative to do their job.
So are you saying that all these cases that we have seen online, all the people that have cried out that your officers barged into their houses, all of them are cases of people resisting?
Largely, there are people resisting denying us access.
No case has been
I'm telling you. And you know, when something, eventually you see that when eventually we now gain access, most of the things that they are covering up, that they are hiding, we bring them out
to the open.
Now, I want to ask you a question. If you come to my house and my hands are clean, I have nothing I'm hiding, why will I not open my door?
You're asking me a question. I'm the one asking questions. This
no,
is
no, I'm
show.
putting it back to you. I'm putting it back to you.
Yeah.
If my hands are clean, I'm not hiding anything anywhere, and you come to my house, I will open my door. I will even offer you a drink. I will even offer you a drink.
Will you?
You understand? So the trouble with many of the people that are making all of this, many of them, they are people who always deny our operative access, who will not want them to do their job, and who always want to run to the media and paint the EFCC black and blue, because they know that there's something they are hiding that they don't want us to see.
I'm happy you used the word many. So that means there is a percentage that is not part of that many.
And
there's
you know,
a percentage
let me tell you, we are so polished, we are so professional in the way we do our job, to the extent that if we notice that there is any case of overzealousness on the part of our operative, we have our own way of bringing them into sanity. We have an agency, we have a department of integrity, ethics and integrity. I am telling you.
That does it punish them?
Yes.
Do they get punished?
Yeah. Do you know how many of these people that have been dismissed because of overzealousness?
Oh, okay. So that's good. So I'm happy you said that many of these cases are cases where people resisted arrest and resisted your officers from coming to do their work, and that the other side of your officers forcing their way into people's homes, and that they've faced the music, they've been dismissed.
Yeah,
and all
if we
that.
find out that there is no need for you to apply any force, nobody deny you access, why will you break their door? We bring them into, we discipline them.
Okay. So we're wrapping up now. I'm sure Angel still has, we'll still bring you back. We'll bring him back. I see Angel, I see your mood, like I see your hand.
He's going to give me a one-line answer. Is there a timing of, do you just come 12 midnight, 4 a.m.? Because a lady talked about that. Do you have a time? Is there supposed to be an official timing to come into someone's house to make an arrest? Is there a timing? Is there one line
I'm not going
answer?
to give you a yes or no answer. I am going to tell you that.
Oh, so you come anytime?
Every stage operation anywhere in the world, the agency determines the time that is rightly suited for the operation.
There's always more to what you see.
Which is the worst assembly Nigeria has ever had.
Different perspectives to every headline.
Ruthless and without remorse.
Unexplored narratives beyond the visual.
Heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk. He fought for liberty, democracy, justice.
Let's flip the lens and look at these stories from a different angle. Wide angle on Ellen 24/7.
All right, welcome back to Abuja. We had a slight technical hitch there early as we attempted to wrap up our conversation on the front burner with Mr. Dele Oyewale, the spokesperson for the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. We've had a robust conversation. We've touched on so many aspects. We've talked on technology. We've talked on what Nigerians perceive as illegal arrests. We've talked on what Nigerians see as selective arrest and convictions and all of that, right? And we just want to attempt to wrap up while we thank Mr. Dele Oyewale for coming on the show this morning. As we round off that conversation, one thing is clear: the fight against corruption in Nigeria cannot be judged by arrests and press conferences alone. Nigerians want to see a system that truly delivers justice, deters future corruption, and restores trust in our institutions. For the EFCC, the challenge is to go beyond optics, to move, to prove independence, ensure real convictions, recover looted funds, and adopt forward-thinking reforms. Only then will the fight against corruption be seen not as a performance, but as progress. Like I did mention, Mr. Dele, we need a lot of awareness. Nigerians need to know more. You owe us that. You Nigerians need to know more. All right. So you're working on that.
We have very, very impressive scorecard.
All right.
It's not just performance, so it's not just optics. So there are realities on ground. No.
Okay, so I want to thank you so very much for coming on the show this morning. I'm sure you've enjoyed every bit of
yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so thank you. We'll call you again, and we'll show you oblige us when we do call. Thank you for staying with us on LN247. We're reaching you live from our studio here in Abuja. We'll be back with the hashtag segment. And that's where we harvest the trending stories in the course of the week. And you don't want to miss that. Stay with us. I'll be right back.